morning and welcome to the Sano International Cricket Ground here in Japan. Match fixture today between the Tokyo Wombats and KKR, the Kawasaki Knight Riders out of Tokyo. So the weather is plain ball. It's around 29 degrees, as you can see, overcast on your screen. Players just making their way out onto the ground. This is the T20 series held domestically here in Japan. The format really has just got underway for Team Wombats. This will be their first outing. KKR have had one match, resulting in a close loss to Sierra Knights, who sit atop of the table alongside the Tokyo Falcons. This is Group A. Two groups of 7 teams, the top 4 to advance to the quarterfinals. Very important match for KKR. They need to register a win here. On my team list, I have the Tokyo Wombats currently with just 10 members, so could be an issue or it could be a mistake in the team sheet. We'll await the news for that confirmation. Almost 10 o'clock local time here at Sano. Your pictures show they are on the artificial turf today. The ground does have grass wickets, 2 of them. One just to the left of the artificial turf and the centre of your screen. The other out to the far right. KKR won the toss and elected to bat. Past score, well, scores defendable around 120, 130, but ideally the team would want 150, 160. There may be a little bit of rain this afternoon. We'll have to see what eventuates, but first ball about to be underway here. Wombats, as I say, their first outing. Just doing a few stretches, warming up. Please do subscribe if you're new to the Japan Cricket channel. We're all over social media, YouTube. Welcome to all those in the Indian subcontinent via fan code. Congratulations to Team India on their victory in the T20 World Cup. Here we go. First ball up. And it's just almost a teaser for the batsman. Just ambling in, and it's wide and blows full toss and has been slapped over the cover field for a lovely shot. Went aerial but went hard at it and got a good chunk. And the first boundary here for the Kawasaki Knight Riders. They're off to a good start. This time it's just short and clobbered again. Clobbered for will it carry? Just falling short, so not quite middled. But a good start here from Shukla. Looking to be aggressive in the power play. This is, of course, Joe Lewis bowling, and he's bowling from the score end here. Joe just needs to bring it in a bit tighter, not give the batsman so much room with his arms again wideish, but the length deceives the batsman. Then playing under the ball. A fair bit of bounce from the wicket here at Sano. The T20 format being played entirely on the artificial, not on the grass wicket. And it's a bit tighter and better from Lewis. Good testing line, and also bowling to his field. There's pretty heavily stacked cover region field. Point through to mid-off. Can Joe start well for his team, take a wicket here? And was in. Again, it's wideish. And has been called wide. He has. Just wondering that, but they do have a short third man. Geez, you wonder if they throw in a slip where he's bowling. Could be an opportunity for an edge through. This time it's a lot straighter and half an appeal, not really supported from team members. As captain, of course, Alex Shidai Patmore with the gloves on. And, just posing the question here to the umpire. Yeah, so two tables in the JPL T20, Group A and Group B. Currently, only really after one round for most teams, and some teams, as I say, like the Wombats, playing their first match. Currently, the Tokyo Falcons and Sarah Knights top of the table. In terms of Group B, well, it's the Tigers, Rising Stars, Sano, and the Wyverns. Good battle going on in Group B. Just looking through. Have played 2 rounds there. Back here. Shukla on strike. He's a dangerous batsman. The Wombats would dearly love his wicket. Started off in the first over with a lovely boundary over the covers. He's not afraid to go aerial. He may look to be aggressive here. Bit of shape, bit of in-swing shape from Regan. Perhaps Shukla just having a look at him. 2 dot balls now. Captain Shidai Patmore, number 20 there, dearly loving the edge through into the gloves. Important to take wickets in the power play, and that's short of length. A little bit wider, so you can understand Shukla looking to cut. Good bounce out of the wicket here, so 3 dots, but a momentum swinging Wombats way. Can feel an opportunity, something will happen on this next ball. And again, another short of length ball, but this time seaming into the batsman, giving him less room too. A good delivery, and what a great start here. Aaron Regan. This time takes the pace out of it, but it's full and on the stumps. Batsmen take a good single. Important to take runs, especially after a series of dots. Doesn't all have to be fireworks with boundaries, picking up the ones. especially twos. Lots of opportunities for twos here on the Sano ground. Quite deep boundaries. Boundary fielder unable to stop a two if it's placed on the block or thereabouts. First delivery for Christian, and he goes at it. It's a thickish edge, but finds a gap, and finds a gap for 4 runs. It's a good chase. Christian just went at this hard, thickish outside edge. It's a bit late there from our cameraman and picking up that replay, but I was just checking, I guess, the rope, but no doubt 4 runs. Valiant effort from the fielder. They'll have to be good. As I say, I can only see 10 out there and 10 on the team list. Even with the boundary, it was a very good over from Aaron Regan. The 4 luckily falling safely. Imagine Joe Lewis will have ball in hand again, bowling from the school end here, where the camera is. Lobs. This one has been carted over the covers, and it's a bit hard to pick up the boundary rope there, but it has pulled up short. Batsman come back for a very comfortable 2. Lewis, short and straight up, but he's been hoisted over mid-wicket for a fabulous 6. Great shot, Shukla. That'll be in the highlights. Let's have a look. No shape here from Lewis. It's short, and it's just carted from Shukla. It's a good shot, and it's already looking like a good over. 8 off the first 2 balls. Under a bit of pressure here, Lewis. Puts it back and takes an edge and an appeal, but not given. Lewis setting off. Sure, there was an edge, as was the keeper, but the finger did not go up from the umpire, and it will go down as a dot ball. Better line and length though from Lewis. It's a pretty good spot to be. Well, this time he's again a bit short and too straight, and he's being toinked for another great shot here. Shukla is on fire. It's going to be a real thorn in the side. Wombats can let him to continue to hit like this. Just steps across to the offside, gives himself some room. The pace is not a problem for him, and he just tonks it for 6 runs. Shukla 21 off 15 now. And a wide ball will be called. Should I Patmore be just wanting his bowler Lewis just to be a bit more accurate with that line. He's getting shape. He can be a very destructive bowler, Lewis. He's taken a lot of wickets for the Wombat team. He's on with his line and length. He's just got some shape, taking it away. See there, backward point. Another just in front of point. And good work from Patmore. Standing up to his bowler. And he's very good gloveman, as Shidai Patmore, of course, part of the Japan national team. I'm sure his name will be on the list when they venture to South Korea later in the year. Lewis again just strays, and well, on top of the earlier maximums, 2 of them, this is just starting to hurt bad. Still another ball to be delivered. Chance, and it's just skied. Too fine. Certainly not in control of the shot with Shukla. And that'll end as over. Currently KKR 32 without loss, 3 overs gone, halfway through the power play. Current run rate at 10, very healthy. Krishnan to face. He's only faced the 1 ball. That was his boundary 4. This time, this boundary's a lot better from him. Clean hit 6 over mid-wicket. 2 balls, 2 boundaries. Quite contrasting, however. The first one he was not in control of. This, however, more mid-on. Lovely shot. Fully aware of the fielder's position and hit it exactly where I'm wanting to. Well executed. Krishnan 10 off 2. It's a good comeback delivery from the bowler. Similar line, but just a great length. Good battle, this one. Aaron Regan bowling well. Krishnan, well, he's been dealing in boundaries to the last couple of the balls. Straight, but almost a Yorker length. Well played from Krishnan. It's a wonderful shot. He's heading towards his toes, but he's just clipped it off the pads as the JCA replay. It's just a bit too straight from Regan. It's the third boundary for Christian. Looking through the team list for KKR, they do have some good batsmen to come. They've got good batting stocks. And just pokes at this one. That's a good delivery. Just a nagging line and length, that one over off stump. It's a good battle. Final ball of the over. KKR still going at 10 and over, so really healthy start. It's a good start for them. They'll be stoked. Another good delivery to finish the over for Regan. His figures none for 15 off his 2. 4 overs gone here at Sano, 42 without loss. Again, another wideish delivery, but deemed okay. Lewis comes in, and as you can see, he's getting some seam movement. Good seam position. Good single again, picking up the ones as well as the boundaries are KKR. Hence the healthy run rate. Wombats, they could dearly do with a wicket. This partnership continues to build, both going at a good rate. Wideish, and this time side of off, been ruled wide. Batmore gloves it out to backward point. Short third. Actually. Isn't bowled much to the left-hander as Lewis. His plan here would be probably looking to hit the gloves of Patmore on that sort of fifth stump line. Not get too straight at all, push it wide on him and probably pushing it full. Make him drag it across if he has to. That's a good line. That's where he wants it. Christian punishing onside player, especially the mid-wicket square region. Lewis will be wanting him to hit through the cover region ideally. He's got some protection. This time he's dragged it across, hasn't got all of it, and it will be fielded out there on the boundary. Just the one taken. Wombats can just sort of turn these last couple of overs of the power play their way. Just limit the boundaries. Really hurting them at the moment. Try and drag that run rate down to sort of an 8 by bowling up some dot deliveries. Here we go, Lewis. Just poked out to point for a single, and you can see there Lewis upending himself as to the slipperiness. So bit of moisture in the ground. Or perhaps just not the sprigs in. Christian looking to be aggressive here, probably. Final ball of the over, and he goes to try and whack him over square. Wasn't to be. Dot ball, and a very good over for the Wombats cause. Shukla, he started well, tries to get chase after this wide one down leg, and judged wide 2 by the umpire. This is Sanchi. Bit of bounce there. Oh, it has been called wide. But he'll be excited about the amount of bounce he got out of that delivery. Just needs to tighten up on his line. And he'll cause the batsman some unease. Bowling from the mountain end here, Mount Karasawa, you see. Shot was in, and not a judge. It is a judge to be wide. I thought it might have just clipped the clothing, but yeah. Someone from the Wombats just needs to give a bit of support. It's a bit of line from Sanchez. Really good start here from KKR. It's a good line and good length, and after the early 3 wides, he's found his radar, and we haven't seen too many dot deliveries in the innings, so just trying to build some pressure for his team. He's whipping up a bit of pace here. Again, on a good line and length, quick single taken, however. This will be an interesting battle. Christian really looking to be aggressive, loving the onside area. Get a bit of extra pace too, just might come off the bat. Even Sweden, he changes the pace, but he's good enough, the batsman, just to hold, wait on it, and then slog it for 6 runs. I can understand the thinking of the bowler, changing up the pace. He knew Christian was going to be aggressive. But Christian, the skilled batsman he is, just realised, saw the ball out of the hand, adjusted his swing, and what a swing it was. 6 runs. He's dealing in boundaries, as Christian. And this time he's been swatted. So he's generating a bit of pace, this Sanchez. Just good to just perhaps Strickland and Christian are enjoying just the extra bit of pace. Can he be the hero for the team and take one of these prized wickets? Half an appeal there, not supported from captain and keeper though. End of the over, and well, a bit of everything really after the early 3 wides. Sunset came back well with some good deliveries, but also went for a lovely 6. Christian, as I say, really is dealing in boundaries. Look at his innings. His 26 runs have included 2 sixes and a 4. Sorry, 2 sixes and 2 4s. His 22 off 12 balls. Final over for Joe Lewis. Can Joe take a wicket for his team? Just swing the momentum a bit. This will be a hard chase for the fielder. Unfortunately, unable to haul it back in. Another valiant effort though. His teammates don't mind that. They can see the effort he put in. He'd done everything really well, and to the point of just the scoop of the hand, collecting it, of course, with the force, the kinetic energy taking the body with across the boundary rope. So hard luck. Lewis to Christian, full. Christian doesn't get all of it. He'll come back for 2 runs. Final over, of course, this one for Joe Lewis. It's good line length, and he's getting a bit of shape, as he always does, away shape, but with the left-hander into the left-hander, cramping him up a bit there. While he's doing his shoelace up. Joe's played over 57 games here in Japan, of course part of the British Embassy cricket team. This will be ruled as a wide. Can't remember how the Embassy went in last year's tournament. They looked like they were enjoying their cricket, the team. Embassy Cup, of course, coming up later in the year in the Japanese cricket calendar, around October. Almost the twilight, the end of the season. Lewis, from the school end, straight, and it'll be ruled wide, far from leg stump. But you see on your camera there, the left-hand side, a lot of people gathered there. I believe that is a yoga group. The cricket ground here in Sano also used for community purposes other than cricket. this, another good line and length, and can do nothing really, Christian, with that one. Just plays it, spills out to mid-wicket. His final ball of his spell coming up. And he's straight. Played finely. Sunshit fielding that one, just restricting it to the 2 runs, and that'll be the end of the over. 67 without loss here, KKR. Shukla comes down the wicket and just carts him all the way for the maximum. Lovely shot. A shot of self-assurance. Happily comes down the wicket, creates momentum, but then gets a good base and just hits through with the arms. It's a lovely shot. Lovely. 6 runs. Wombats. Either wicket at the moment. They need something. Kristen and Shukla really hurting them, going at over 10 and over here. On target for 200 plus. Wide ball, of course, a wicket or 2 would change that. But Shukla now with 3 sixes. Short, and this time he carts him over the mid-wicket area. It was a lot flatter, so still makes it as 6 runs. Another wonderful shot. Here's the replay. Again, he comes down the wicket, creates some momentum, and then just again takes balance and hits through with the arms, creating all that power through the hands into the bat and ball. He's really on fire as Shukla. Four sixes now, just the 1-4 to make up his 38 runs. I just wonder, as a result of the shot, the movement of the yoga group, which would make complete sense, especially if they were not facing the right direction. Good news is that no one's been hurt, but when you've got Shubham Shukla out there and Krishnan, well, the ball's going to be flying across the rope as it does here again. This time with deft touch rather than power. Shukla just leaning back on the ball, using its speed and just guiding it down fine. It's another wonderful shot. As I say, just a a deft touch rather than power. Shubham Shukla on his way to 50. Can he get there? 8 runs short of it. This time, a little bit lucky. Goes onto the back foot and aims to cut the ball. Gets a fine edge. Too wide of the keeper for any opportunity. But well bowled, and Patmore did commend his bowler. That's where we want it. Perhaps the yoga group is on the move again. I need to watch this man, Krishnan, as well. He's been hitting it all over the wicket today. There's another one. It's 6 runs, and it's a big 6 here at Sano. It's over the stand. It's a big shot. Unlike the previous boundary, this is all power. Also hitting with the momentum of the ball. Alarm bells are ringing here for the Wombats. They need to toss the ball to someone who's going to get him a wicket. And, well, there may be a lost ball. Behind the stands here at Sano, there is a fence and then some, what we'd term as forest, bush. And a little bit further on from that bush is a riverbed and a what they call park golf course. It's almost nice part of Japan is Sano, known for its ramen. In the prefecture of Tochigi, famous for its strawberries. There's the team list. Playing 11s. At the moment we have Sandeep Krishnan and Shubham Shukla just giving a brilliant foundation for their team. Already up to 91 and still 1 ball remaining in the 8th over, so we're looking at 200 plus here of the KKR. We'll take a short break and be back with you in 30 seconds. Would have been the last ball, but has been deemed wide, so 1 remaining. Yoga group setting up in a better position out there on ground 2, well away from the action, perhaps well away from Krishnan's bat. Or is it? It is carted out to ground 2, but falling safely far from the yoga group. Krishnan in some fine form here, and you do see a couple of JCA staff members actually between the yoga group and the ground. You might see one of them in action taking a catch perhaps, but good decision from the yoga group. When you've got these 2 in the middle, well, the ball is flying across the boundary. That is the Boundary number 13. Heading towards a big score here, KKR. This is their second match. They lost their first match. It was a narrow loss to Sarah Knights. Bit of spin into the attack for the Wombats. It's Lewis Chan. Can he be the one to take the first wicket for the Wombats? Swing the match back into their favour somehow. Try and keep this KKR outfit of scoring 200. Leg spinner probably prefer bowling to the right-hander, but he tosses it out wide, so he's got to drag that, does Krishnan. Hard to do across the boundary rope, so resulting in just a single. Good line there from Chan. That's where he wants to bowl, to the lefty. Different story with the right-hander though. He'll be looking to pitch this, take it away from the bat. Ideally into the waiting gloves of Alex Shirai Patmore. Good battle this one. Shukla just goes onto the back foot. Plays out to deep mid-wicket. It's been hit. Struck well within the gap, well executed. Again, just a power shot from Christian. Looks to advance and then doesn't, just stands where he is, but clears the front leg and just a punishing shot. It's full of power as Christian. It's a good line from Chan. That's where he's aiming to bowl. He's taken away that onside play from Christian. Having just stroked the ball perhaps for a single out to his offside field. Much preferring to bowl here to Shukla. Does well, Shukla. Just swog. It's a slog, sweep. Goes down on one knee. We'll have a look at the replay here. It's a wonderful shot. Not a bad ball at all from the leggy. He goes down on one knee and yeah, what a slog sweep. Quite square, but another beautiful boundary shot. These two really are putting on a show. Shukla now 51 and there's his 50. 5 sixes, 2 fours, strike rate 164. Wow. What a show he's putting on, and not to be forgotten, his partner. Sandeep Krishnan really has played his role too. For the Wombats cause, well, either end really. They need a wicket. They need something. The way the plot's been written at the moment, KKR are going to post a healthy score, 200 plus. Kristen on strike. It got him, gone. Some payback for the Wombats. First delivery. The first wicket falls here. And yeah, Krishnan goes to cut him, just plays all around it really. Misses it entirely. bowlers are out. I'm pretty sure it's Titsuro Kato. It is Kato, and what a start for him. With the wicket falling in the 10th over, the umpires have decided to take the 2-minute break. At this stage, we will rejoin you in just under 2 minutes. But before that, well, the first breakthrough for the Wombats. Tetsuro Kato taking a wicket with his first ball. Players making their way back onto the ground here at Sano, the international ground here. Ground number 1. In front of us we have KKR batting. They won the toss and they're backing that up well. 112 for 1 currently, playing the Tokyo Wombats. Just Tetsuro Kato just before the break bowled his first delivery, took a wicket with it, took out middle stump. Looking to replicate that ball perhaps again this over. Number 53 bowling from the mountain end, back of length delivery, but pretty good line. A lot happening here on the ground today. You'll see some coaching going on in that last scenes, and also on ground 2 you'll see from time to time a yoga group. Looks to be about 50-60 people out there doing yoga on ground 2. no game there today. Lovely shot, played late. Gala gets off the mark with a bit of finesse. Strained down leg side was Kato, and he paid the ultimate price for the loose delivery. Gala good enough just to wait, help the ball on its way. Always feels good to get off the mark with a boundary. He's come in a very comfortable position with his team. Already on 112. Plays, but fear of that short third man. Number 33 is Nigel McKay. Agala plays behind point for a single. Kato again on a good line and length there. Squeezing the batsman. They do scamper through for a single. Shukla will keep the strike. Overcast conditions here at Sano. It is 30 degrees. Carted for another 6, Maximin. Middled it, and can sometimes happen. Leg spin bowler just losing a bit of control out of the hand, or being a bit fuller than wanting to. Shukla is in some real good form here. His strike rate continues to get higher each over. Now 58 off 33 balls. What an innings he's played. Him and Krishnan at the top put on 112 together. This time a deft touch, played late and fine, and he'll push hard for 2, and they'll think of a third. Just the 2 taken. Gala not the quickest between the wicket, but just showing a full array of skills as Shukla. Power hitting and just ease of hand, soft hands. This time goes back to power, plays late. Very good awareness of the fielders and their positioning. Deep square was out there, but he just waited on the ball. Played wide, played finer. The result being 4 runs and a chase out to ground 2 for the fielder. Shukla up to 66 now. Full clobbered. Caught by his teammates over the boundary. Another Maximin 6. We're starting to see fireworks here. Chan again, too full with his delivery. Here's another one. Wonderful shot. Just waiting for the umpire's signal, but what an innings we've seen here from Shukla. He's really built his innings well. The strike rate to begin with was probably around 110, 120. That's continued to climb. He's now going over 200. And he's just creating mayhem really for the Wombats. If we look at this over, 6-2, 6-6-6. Lewis will be perhaps not thrilled with how this over's gone for him. Can he come back with these last two balls, perhaps? Just a bit of a delay in the play. The ball again has been perhaps lost, or at the moment it's been looked for. Umpires perhaps just calling for a new ball here. We'll take a short break. Currently KKR 138 for 1. This is over number 11. Big score being built here. One that is surmounting to that, able to be chased perhaps by the Wombats. Should I Pat more perhaps comfortable in chasing 150, 160, 180 perhaps, but it's tough to come out and chase 200 plus. We'll take a short break. We'll be back in around a minute's time. And we're back, and another just soft late touch, late cut. After all the fireworks of the previous 4 sixes, the end of the over comes to an end for Lewis. And Patmore just perhaps looking who he's turning to of these remaining 9 overs in play. Just pulls out of his run-up. Shukla on strike, and what an innings it's been. Aaron Regan back into attack. Another boundary to Shukla. Shubham Shukla certainly has played a brilliant innings here today. Shots all around the ground. This time he's gone late behind square. Plays that shot well. Plays every shot well. He's got the full array of strokes, and as I say, a mix, a balance of power and touch. Soft hands. We've seen lots of late cuts, lots of dabs onto the behind point. Also seen the power over mid-wicket, over the covers too. This time, does he get all of it? He does. A valiant effort. Perhaps had the fielder held on to the ball, he would have passed over the boundary line anyway, so it was always going to be 6, this shot. You could hear it of the sound of the bat. Yeah, I think just looking out there to the field, I think it was Lewis Chan actually. If he had held on, he would have landed over the rope, but a great effort nonetheless. Aaron looking to, well, this time he just changes it up. It will be called a no ball. Looking, just came out wrong. You can understand the thinking, a change up, a variation ball. Something just to off-throw Shukla into making a mistake. No ball. Hit straight. A straight drive for 6 runs. Another fabulous shot. Geez, we've seen them all from Shubham Shukla. Up to 95 now. He has just continued to up his strike rate. Now up to almost 230. Plays again, just with, as I say, a balance of power and touch. He's a good batsman. Just looking back to the loss that Kawasaki Knight Riders had in their first round, they went down to the Serra Knights, chasing 153 for 4 for victory. They fell just short on 148. Agala plays out to the covers. No run. Yeah, they just fell short in the chase. That day, Shukla, well, they got him early. He was out for 5. It was Nipun Agala, his 63. They gave them a good shot at chasing the score down, but falling short. So they've played 1 match, KKR, for 1 loss. The Wombats, on the other hand, this is their first outing. But it's an outing with a real challenge in front of it. Overcast conditions here at Sane. 30 degrees, humid. Aaron Regan, and again, that's a nice delivery, seaming in. It's a good delivery. What has been a tough challenge for the Wombat bowlers. Off the over already. Final ball. And it's a sort of Yorkerish length and just inside edge will get Agala a single, and he will retain the strike. So Shubham Shukla, well, his side of those 3 figures, the big ton, a century, will just have to wait. Ideally, Agala will just get his partner on strike while he's hot. Doesn't want him to sit and watch a couple of overs go by when he's sitting on 96. He just wants to feel ball on bat, continue on his way. It's been a superb innings. Partnership between these two. even though Hagala's only on the 6. It just shows you, since the departure of Krishnan, Shukla has just gone bang, bang, bang. He has hit a boundary and over. 4 and 1 over. And 4 maximums at that. He really took to the liking of Lewis Chan. It's shorter, played cut out to point, just the one taken. 167 runs on the board. KKR just a 1 wicket down. It's a brilliant foundation for their power hitters to come in and just continue to be aggressive. Who knows, I might be looking through the JCA record books on the highest T20 score. Edged this time, and edged for 4 runs, but probably one of the ugliest boundaries we've seen today. We've seen some numerous amount of brilliant shots, but this one, well, batsman got lucky. To play cut, finds the edge, and unfortunately it's the worst of his shots, boundary shots, that brings up his 3 figures. Congratulations, Shubham Shukla, T20 100. I'll look through the list on how many players have achieved that feat, but congratulations, it was a wonderful innings coming from just 44 balls. This time gives himself room, plays out to short third, so it'll just be a single. Ironic that his century ball, his final delivery, was probably the worst of his shots so far. Of the 44 balls, he's played some brilliant boundary shots all around the wicket, but he fully deserves his 100. Yeah, good backing up there from the Wombats. They do only have 10 players. Whether there was a late scratching. Of course, a lot of players here in Japan have to travel a long way. It's a real commitment to the game. Some traveling 2-3 hours to make the location here, the venue at Sano. It is the international cricket ground, so facilities are best here. It's also the Fuji ground, Kaizaka ground in Osaka. Can't remember the name of the ground around the Chiba Shark area, but I'm sure someone will let me know. Driven, and Kato, he completes his second over. A solitary bowler to take a wicket for his team. He sits at 1 for 15. 13 overs gone here at Sano, 175 for 1. Wombats will want to finish these 7 overs well. They don't want to be chasing something around 250. This will be Nigel McKay. And for his first over, starts with the wide one. That's his loosener. This time he's a bit down leg as McCaney's been toinked. It's been falls short of the fielder. It's the one run resulting. Perhaps happier to bowl to Hagala than Shukla, who's just been in some hot form. 102 now off his 46 deliveries. Really impressive. Full array of shots we've witnessed. Perhaps some movement behind the bowler's arm here at Sano. Hagala now ready. It's foolish. A lot of work to do there from the sweeper fielder. Again, you just see he's losing his footing. Nigel McCain from the mountain end. Again, just a little bit straight, helped on its way by Hagala. And what a great shot. Just fully aware of the space or the gap in the field. As mentioned earlier, just 10 players here, fortunately for the Wombat team. So there is gaps, and Hagala just aware of that. 4 runs. Geez. He's again, like his teammates Shukla and Krishnan, he started well. Driven, lovely textbook style down to long off, just for the single. Patmore doing his best to set fields to try and limit the damage here. It's not easy when you're 1 short. It's another 4. Just had to get it really over short fine and managed to do so, and the result was another boundary to the KKR effort. Boundary number 26 for the team. 26 boundaries and just short of 14 overs. Final ball here from Nigel. Can he take the prize wicket of Shukla? It's gone straight up. Chance. Where's it going to fall? It's going to fall short of long on. And fortunately, the Wombats, things just haven't gone their way. It's a good delivery. End of the over, 189 for 1. And that's just the JCA replay there, just smacked straight. Dealing in boundaries, this KKR outfit. They put the foot down, couple of overs ago, especially this man, Shubham Shukla. He is just on fire. 118 now. A display of both power and touch. Sending a warning sign to fellow teams in this group, Group A. They do have a lethal batting lineup to KKR. His earlier partner, Christian, had a wonderful innings, just falling short of his 50. This one's gone up, but it's falling safely between perhaps three fielders. Pat Moore had a quick look at it, judged early that it was not going to fall within his reach. And, well, it's sort of short, fine fielder. He wasn't good enough, able enough to come round and take it either. Kato, short, wide, it's been cut through the gap. That's the brilliance that we've seen from KKR. They've managed to find gaps in the field. Yes, there are only the 10, but you still have to be good enough to dissect fielders, be wary where they're standing. Hagala continues the onslaught here at Sano International Ground 1. Do subscribe to Japan Cricket, the channel. Japan Cricket's also across all social media platforms. We welcome the viewers in the Indian subcontinent, of course. It's a no ball and a single stolen. Yeah, viewers in the Indian subcontinent watching via fan code, we welcome you. Still celebrating perhaps from the famous victory, the T20 World Cup, and what was a fabulous game. Unbelievable finale to the tournament and won by a well-deserving team. And well captained back here. Well, Shubham Shukla, who just continues to impress. 6 runs. It was a no ball, of course, so he had the freedom to really look for a boundary, but sometimes you can try too hard. He just rocks back and waits for the ball, plays it close to the body, but plays it well. Just looking at his innings, that is number 13 for Shubham Shukla. Number of 4s, well, it's half of that, it's just 6. Time he's gone straight, chance and missed. Just checking, it did carry. My eyes, I thought it just pitched short of the boundary rope, but a definite opportunity for the Wombats. Unable to take hold of it. Fielder probably not deep enough on the boundary. So, that opportunity perhaps adjudged to be 6. Finishes the over. 15 gone here now. 29 runs coming from that over. One that, really hurts the Wombats cause, as does Tetsuro Kato's figures. He's now 1 for 44. After bowling pretty good at the top of his spell. 218. Well, 5 overs to go. I need to start looking at the record books just to see what sort of score is the highest in Japan domestic T20 cricket. There's a tournament going on over the next couple of months. Finals to be played in September, but most of the round robin fixtures are set down for July and August. The hottest months here in Japan. You'll reach temperatures of up to 35, 36, 37. There are playing conditions, of course, when temperatures are that extreme. Today, well, it's about 30. It's a good start. Well bowled. Yep, you can hear the support there from captain. Dragged out onto the onside and has done enough to beat square, mid-wicket and fine leg, all almost converging on the ball at once. I've talked about it before, but we've seen power and touch, but it's also the awareness and field placement, shot placement. Dissected the gap so many times, these batsmen. It's a good delivery and respected by Hagala, squaring up and defending out onto the offside. Says Sachi. Sanchit Sri Kumar. He's played 37 matches, and looking at the stats in front of me, plays for the Tokyo Falcons as well as previous teams perhaps. Now for the Wombats, it's short and wide, but it won't cost them, just played out to point. Shukla, well, gee, can he get up to his 150? He's in that sort of form. You can only think of perhaps 1-2 opportunities he's presented in his innings of 56 balls faced. Brings him back on, it won't, no, end of the over. Hagala will retain the strike. 225 for 1, 16 overs, 4 remaining. KKR, they'll be perhaps targeting another 40 runs. I want to go at 10 and over from here. As I say, some more batsmen to come for the team. They seem like a very dangerous team and it could be a difficult Group A. They're alongside the Falcons, Sarah Knights, Max, Chiba Sharks, the Titans, and of course the team they're opposing today, Tokyo Wombats. Falcons, of course, leading in the JCL 40 Division 1 format, the longest form of cricket here domestically in Japan. Dragged across to the onside, well fielded, just cost them the single. This is back to Aaron Regan. Number 83, Aaron runs in, gets one through to the keeper. Big slash at it from Shukla. Sorry, no, it is Shukla. Your on screen is incorrect. There we go. Thank you, scorers. Doing a good job here, as are the umpires out in the middle. Pretty warm conditions. It's humid, 30 degrees. It is overcast. Chance of rain will not affect this match. This afternoon's match, which gets underway in just over 2 2.5 hours at 2 p.m. may have some rain interference. This match looks good for completion. It's going to be a tough chase. A very climbing Everest here for the Tokyo Wombats. This is just all power and wrist power at that. What a wonderful shot from Hagala. Just takes a big stride forward into the ball. But just this power of his wrist and arm movement. Here's the replay. Lovely shot for 6 runs. Yet another maximum here. Come back here for Ari as well. He's just strayed wide. Trying to do something different perhaps. Under real pressure from both Hagala and Shukla. We've seen 19 sixes so far in this game. Yoga group, I'm glad they moved. And this time turned around the corner. It's a lovely shot for 6, no way. Thought it pitched just short, flat, but let's have a look at the replay. Going back into his crease, getting it on the full, and turning it behind square, deep square for 6 runs. Perhaps that part of the ground is the shortest where it overlaps with ground 2. Sometimes, without the game on though, I would imagine they would have made it equal. So, just another well-executed shot from a KKR batsman. Eases this to short third man. And the spell of Aaron Regan comes to an end. Not great figures. He actually started really well, I thought, his first over. But since then, since Shukla and more recently Hagala just started being completely aggressive. Yeah, looking at the first over from Aaron, he bowled 4 dots to start with and then just went for the boundary in the final ball. So since then, well, it's all been one-way traffic really. The scoreboard tells you that. 240 for 1. 3 overs remain. Current run rate 14. What can the Wombats do just to slow this attack? Nigel McKay, he's been tasked with the responsibility, bowling his second here. Tall lad. Imagine he gets some good bounce off that wicket. Having to run through a bit of preparations from the ground staff. It does carry for 4. Another wonderful shot of how well these both batters have played the Wombats. They've really dictated to the team. The bowler just having 9 teammates in the field, they are 1 short, really makes things difficult. But it's how KKR have played that fact. They've cut this time off the back foot and cut late for 4. That'll crash into the stand here at Sano. Unfortunately, no spectators in it to just appreciate the brilliance of this batsman, Shubham Shukla. Really has been a wonderful innings. 141, just 9 runs away from another milestone. Shukla on strike. Comes down the wicket, has been stumped, got him, gone. Good work from Patmore. And, well, we've seen him come down the wicket before, Shukla, but more often than not, he's connected well this time. It's a different story. Nigel McKay gets one, beating the bat, and, well, Japanese team member Alex Shirai Patmore, very good gloveman for that. That's just easy work. He hit the bails off very quickly, and Shukla didn't even bother waiting for the finger to go up. He was on his way. Second breakthrough for the Tokyo Wombats. 2 down now, 249. Big gap out there, so an opportunity to pick up a couple of runs. Batsman, new batter for KKR is Singh. They have Singh at the non-striker's end in the number 28 shirt. Pretty good time to arrive at the wicket, really, when your team's on 250, just 2 down. Oh, wonderful shot. 6 over cover. Absolutely stunning. Hagala going down on one knee to hit this. Perhaps just trying to get low enough to get under that ball. But that's a wonderful shot, and let's hope that one appears on the highlights reel. 6 runs, another maximum. Hagala, well, he rapidly gets to 45 runs. Just 1 stroke away now from his 50. Wouldn't be surprised if we see it come off 1 shot. Whitish ball, but Patmore just reminding the good work he can do behind the stumps. Can, of course, be stumped off a wide delivery in cricket. Nigel McKay, again, bowling a good line, not a wide at all. The batsman, Hagala, giving himself room, stepping across to the onside. And doing so, it was a good decision from the umpire. The ball did land inside the line. You see the yoga group looks perhaps to finish, although perhaps that is that could be a development. Perhaps some training going on. Could be children training cricket. It is a community ground, this one, so not just used for cricket here in Sano, but is the headquarters for Cricket Japan. Their offices are part of the ground. Looks to be Tatsuro Kato back into the attack. Just 1 over remaining from him. Bangs it in short, doesn't get all of it, gets a bit big on the batsman, so he just spoons it up, really, falling well in short the 30-yard circle. just banged it in short, then did Kato. The important thing about it was that the line was good. This time, however, he has been blasted for 6. For a moment, he would have felt his teammate had a chance to nab that ball, but just carried over 6. Projection was high, and you can see there on your screen, the fielder, I don't think even got a hand to it in the end. Oh, sorry, it's been ruled 4, so must have landed inside the rope, obviously, this time. That looks like the maximum. We'll wait for the umpire signal. Yes, 6 runs and 50 runs. Hagala, what a contribution he's made for his team. Of course, partnering Shukla in what was an amazing second wicket stand before Shukla had to depart. Well, put down, chance. This time, Gala just smacks it out to deep square, and probably what should have been taken as a disappointment to the Wombats team dropped. Gala on 55 runs. Singh back on strike. They'll be through bowling at the newer bowler, or will they? This one, another maximum 6. Wow, have KKR hit some boundaries today. Just an incredible display of 6 hitting. This time over mid-wicket, squarish. Rex Kobayashi is a brilliant fielder, but with that one, he just had to watch that over his shoulder. It was back in row 2 or 3. "23 sixes have been hit so far from KKR. And just the 17 4s, so it just shows you they're a team that love to attack. They're not afraid of going aerial. Each of the batsmen have come in, played aggressively. This time over the covers, they won't stop there. That's a brilliant cricket shot. Ability to do that, it's not easy. It's not the maximum, but it's just such a wonderful cricket stroke. Final over, and what a shot to start. Nigel, where does he bowl? He's been hit everywhere. The batsman's so good. Well, fielder does well to restrict the boundary. And they cross through for another 2 runs to KKR. Looked like the Hagala just hamstring, perhaps the calf muscle, one of his leg muscles. He looks a bit tender. Perhaps we won't see another 2. He's just going to focus on the boundary. Punishes it through the covers, and it's actually a bit more towards point. Through the covers, I guess. Another wonderful shot. And wow. Nipun Chandamal Hagala, he races to 66 now. Brilliant batting from KKR, 285. This chase has just become Mount Everest for the Tokyo Wombats. Well, perhaps over the past 8 overs, they really started to put their foot down, KKR, around that 10 over mark. Shukla, his 141, coming at a strike rate of 235. Christian's 48, coming at a strike rate of 200. Now in front of us, Hagala, his 66. Oh, he's going at 203, so... Really impressive, the three opening bats for KKR. No ball called. No ball called, so free hit here. The last thing the Wombats need for the score. Seeing advances down the wicket, then just waits for it, pulls. Final delivery coming up here. The Tokyo Wombats will be happy to walk off the field. Well, happy in the fact that the 20 overs is done. Not happy with the fact that they've leaked 290 plus runs. And this will be hard to take for them. Full and played down to long on and caught at long on. And I'm just checking here with the scorers, but end of the innings, a absolutely fantastic one for KKR, the Kawasaki Knight Riders of Tokyo. They have come out and just destroyed the bowling of the Tokyo Wombats. If we look at the bowling first, well, it's a sorry story for all of them. Everyone got hit. Not one bowler went for an economy of under 10. Joe Lewis, I guess, went for 10 exactly, but the others went for plus that. The highlight, well, it's all around the batting. Shubham Shukla, 141 of 60 balls. You see it on your screen there. The standout really, but aptly supported with Hagala, his 69, and Krishnan at the top with his 48. Lav Singh came in late, but, well, the story was about those top three putting on 290 runs. I guess with the aid of 23 extras, not good from the Wombats' point of view. They'll have a hard think in the shed between the break, and they'll have to come out and chase 291. Formidable score for a 40 over context, let alone a 20 over context. We will take a break of around 9 minutes. We'll be back for the second innings. Welcome back to Sano, the game between the Tokyo Wombats and KKR of Tokyo. If you missed it, well, it was a tirade of maximums from the KKR team, 291 runs from their 20 overs. Shubham Shukla, he hit 141 off just 60 balls. Also stunning innings from Nipun Hagala, his 69, and Sandeep Krishnan's 48, adding to Shukla's massive total, 141, all up to 90 runs. And a mountain to climb, as we'd say, for the Wombat team, often led by Captain Alex Shidai Patmore, but looks like he might be coming out perhaps at number 3. Swipes and misses, so getting confirmation. It looks to me like we have Tichiro Kato and Rex Kobayashi out there opening the batting. Kobayashi on strike. Slip in place for KKR. Looks to be Hagala standing. Kobayashi goes over mid-wicket. One of the boundary riders is situated deep mid. Plays perhaps looking for a second. Wasn't to be taken. And just a meeting here between the two batters. What looked to me, my eyes were on the ball, but perhaps just a slight injury. There seemed to be an injury. We will just take a momentary break. Be back with you once action gets underway. So a long delay here at Sano. I believe it was an umpire who was affected, injured, and taken, caught after the break. The wicket falls, and unfortunately, Kato-san out-caught. A little bit fortunate for the KKR team, deflected off the keeper into the waiting hands of what looks to be like captain number 1, Vinay Iyer's hands. Captain today for his team. Be very happy of how they started the first half of this match. And the momentum continues in their favour, taking a wicket in the first over. Tetsuo Kato has to depart. Just one on the board. One ball remaining in this first over. Looks to be Alex Shadai Patmore who's come to the crease for his team. Yes, it is the left-hander. Not easy coming in when the run rate required is 15, especially off the next 19 overs. Difficult challenge for the Tokyo Wombats. How will they respond? We're about to see. First over comes to an end, 1 for 1. Second over about to begin. Bandara, given that responsibility, starts with a wide one. Again, batsman has a go at it, does Kobayashi, but it always helps when you swing and miss to help the umpire confirm his decision that the ball was wide. Kobayashi looking to play both shots out onto the onside, dragging the ball across. So I can understand Bandara wanting to push the batsman wide. This time, Kobayashi just uses a deft touch to play it out to backward point for no run. Has a go at this and is caught. It's a wonderful catch. It's Vinay again, and this time it's a hell of a lot better than the first one. This one he had to actually get down to. Momentarily I thought he may have lost it, but well held, good catch. And the second wicket to fall for the Wombats. Already their chase is in tatters. Even with the huge score of 290 posted and Wombat struggling at 3 for 2, Vinay making sure his field correctly set, keeping his standards high, even though they're a sure thing to win this match. Strays a little bit down leg and an extra much needed one for the Wombats cause. Vinay, of course, more recently has turned his skills to coaching. He's doing coaching for Japan cricket. We wish him well in that endeavour. Great to have his knowledge and experience being passed on to future cricketers here in Japan. Wideish ball, but inside the line. Has Chan stretching for that one. Chan will be wanting to get some payback. Earlier innings, his bowling, he was hit all around the park. He'd love to get a few boundaries back. No, it won't be because he's been caught. Caught at perhaps gully fielding. Yeah, Gully played straight to him. Didn't have to move. Bandara, well, it's his second wicket. It's a wide one and has Chan stretching. Takes almost power out of the shot. Played straight to the fielder, which was comfortably held. And the misery continues for the Tokyo Wombats. wide called. It's Santoshi, the new batsman for the Tokyo Wombats. Satoshi Shimizu. Just lets this one go through to the keeper. Real mixture this over from Bandara. We've had wides, we've had wickets. Two for four. Both caught in the slip gully region. And it's just been called. It's actually 6 legitimate balls being bowled into the over. The Wombats, well, they're in a heap of trouble. They are 5 for 3 in the chase of a massive target of 291. Dot ball to finish the over. One that the umpire just had to confirm with the scorers. Earlier we did have a injury to one of the umpires, which had to be replaced. Delay lasting around 5 minutes, but who knows, we may see this game come to an early finish if KKR continue to take wickets. They've started with a hiss and a roar, 3 down already, the Wombats. Patmore just plays off his body for a single. Just pushed onto the onside mid-wicket, will field that for no run. Current score is 6 for 3. On strike is Satoshi Shimizu for the Wombats. And he's been bowled. And the pain continues for the captain, Patmore, who remains stranded at the other end. Coming in at 3, he still had to watch 2 of his teammates come and go. And, wow. Playing for a bit of pride here now, the Wombats. Can someone partner the captain, putting together a partnership, no matter. New batsman is Nigel Mackay for the Wombats. Edges this onto the onside. At first, a little bit of hesitation, but calling no. It's the right call for the batsman. Getting good turn here is number 99, Patharaja. Two for two, his figures. What a great start. Be keen to get the ball back in hand and continue to rip through this Wombat. Middle order now, 4 down, just a 6 runs on the board. Wow. This will change the ladder in some context of run rate. With this win, perhaps KKR will go to the top alongside Serenites and Tokyo Falcons, but they will certainly sit at the top as their net run rate. Well, it could be huge. It could be over a 200 run win. Who knows? It's up to Patmore and McKay to try and bring some honour and pride to their club. Can they just noodle the ball around for 4, 5, 6 overs, sort of get a foundation going, build something out of nothing? Driven out to mid-on for no run. Bandara, of course, bowling a second over. Both bowlers having 2 wickets apiece. Played well off the pads from Patmore. Struck the ball beautifully through the gap. Come back for a comfortable second. Looking to give him no room as the bowler. To 31 degrees here now. So overcast conditions. Humidity's quite energy sapping. This is full, and Patmore does well to help it on its way for 4 runs, and I just cast an eye out to the umpire whether it was also a no ball over height. Doesn't look to be. We're doing well to catch up to the ball down leg. It's wide of fine leg, who's up short. This time's play straight. Out to mid-on for a single. Calls early. His partner, good communication. Final delivery of the over for Bandara. Bowling from the school end. Tall Nigel Klein goes onto the back foot, just slaps it out to cover. And a fake from the fielder, but overdone 4, now down 13 for 4. It's been a disastrous start for the Wombats in chase of a huge score. Perhaps these two can put together a partnership for a bit of pride for the club. Played for a simple single for Patmore. They'll scamper through for a leg by, getting plenty turn out of the wicket. Of course, on the artificial as well. It's really just floating the ball up there, taking not much pace on the ball at all, allowing the ball just to pitch and turn even more so. Played straight, he's got a finger on it, and so he's appealing strongly. But the umpire, who is in good position, has called not out. Questions being asked here, but well, we might see it on the replay. We may not. But very confident appeal from the bowler. And feels somewhat aggrieved that it wasn't given out. Tough call for the umpire. Nigel McKay, he was at the non-strikers end. He did get back quickly. Whether quick enough, well, it'd be something you'd go up to have a look at the TMO, the DRS, sorry, to see just exactly the correct decision. Full has half appeal, but always going down lead. You see that shot, lovely, well executed, played out there to what looks to be a Japan women's training group. Team training going on with the coach Ardeen. You can hear probably over your screen. $16 for 4, the Tokyo Wombats huge challenge of reaching that target, 291. But they'll try nonetheless. Quick single called for by Patmore. Striking the ball down to mid-off. On the 30-yard circle there, Patmore backed himself to make it to the crease, of which he does. Takes his partner Mackay back onto strike. Plays, hits the underside of the blade and just goes straight down to the pitch and up again. Falls safely, no danger. This time off the back foot, driven out to point. Lovely shot, but no run. Nigel Mackay on strike, 6 off his 8, and this one gets through. Well, wide of the stumps, but giving himself room out onto the onside. Passes between pad. These two perhaps just looking to bat, perhaps thinking about games coming up. They'll work to try and put a partnership together as their first objective. Groups of 7 teams in the T20 format, so round robin fixtures first before the top 4 go through to the quarterfinal playoffs, happening in July and August. So do subscribe to the Japan channel on YouTube. Welcome to those watching via Fang Code in the Indian subcontinent. On their way to victory here, really, the KKR unit out of Tokyo, setting an imposing score of 290, winning the toss earlier in the day. Mackay and Patmore just play a partnership, be happy to take things, perhaps putting the victory out of sight, but looking at other goals, perhaps reaching 150, 200, who knows. The run rate required to win this game is 19 and over, and that's something unfortunately is just out of reach for the team. Already 4 down into the middle order. Alex, of course, coming in at 3. You can see it there on your screen, 267 from 84. Well, perhaps if they can get 150 from that number of balls, they'll see that as a small victory within the context of the game. Goes onto the back foot, cuts, doesn't have a lot of room to cut. Plays it well, does Nigel. Point good enough to save the shot. He's a big lad, is Nigel. Long levers. Comes forward, drives straight. Long on will field it. Won't be able to restrict a single. $25 for 4, chasing 291. Patmore would not have expected this, waking up this morning. The team is at the bottom of a big hole. What can he do to help get them some pride or back on track. Again, pushing into the offside for a single. Umpire involved in the fielding there. McKay goes high, almost caught. Mid-wicket, well, it was a shot. Perhaps he seemed to get into good position. But perhaps the ball just passing between his hands there. Life much needed for the Tokyo Wombats. Patmore on strike. He'll drive down to long on for a single, long off. It was about the end of the over. 7 gone now. 27 for 4. 28 for 4. Lovely shot of the ground here at Sano. As you see, overcast conditions. Humidity is probably around 70%. And it's 31 degrees currently, just after 12:30 local time. You are here on your TV sets, the women's Japan national team training in the background, alongside some JCA staff, coaches and players. Perhaps casting an eye on Alex Shidai Patmore to see how he goes about this innings. Lab Singh into the attack. Oh, edged and past the keeper. It will carry all the way for 4, but bit iffy. Here's the replay. So Singh in for his first delivery. Just, yeah, it looks perhaps just to play this out to point. The Shidai Patmore gets an edge and it runs away for 4, and they need every ounce of luck possible to the Tokyo Wombats. Singh in for his second delivery. Slip in place now, and this time dropped. Oh, it's all happening this over. Slip comes in the form of Vinay Iyer, and 2 edges from Patmore. Is this his day? Can he capitalise on a couple of drops? Sorry, just the one drop. First one was always falling safely, even though it was edged. It's a good over, this one from Singh. It's just bowling on a nagging offside line. This time, you can feel Patmore just coming at him down the wicket. Hits it so well, strikes it so well, it carries quickly to mid-off. So no chance of a single. 3 dots now. This time, Patmore drives again out into the covers. Final ball of this over. Patmore plays once again into the covers. Thinks about a single. It's not to be there. It's good fielding from KKR. They're backing up this tremendously high score with a serious look in the field. Captain Vinay Iyer just coming into shot. Yeah, the batsman extremely happy how things have gone today. A reminder, there is a game this afternoon, 2 p.m. So it's about 1 hour, 20 minutes from now. Back live, it's Hagala who batted so well. Wow. He starts with a wide. Yeah, the game this afternoon, 2 p.m. Tokyo Titans taking on the Serra Knights. Again, another Group A game. Titans, it'll be their first outing. As for Tokyo Titans, well, sorry, Serra Knights, they've played one match for one victory. It'll be the first outing for the Titans. The match coming up 2 p.m. Plays with soft hands, does Patmore. Behind point, picks up another single. These two coming together now, just coming together at 3 for 4. So they've somewhat put on a partnership of 30 runs. They've stemmed the... Here we chance taken. Well, is that commentator's curse or what? Just mentioning the 30 runs added by these two. Well, that's come to an end. Nigel McKay is playing perhaps a bit of a loose delivery and doesn't hit it hard enough or high enough over the fielder at backward square. Another wicket falls, 5 down, half the shed gone for the Wombats as they just struggle with the pressure and chasing such a massive score. Run rate required 23 per over, so not impossible, but very close to it. As mentioned, the Wombats will have other goals in mind, targets to aim that they reach. At the moment, the target may have been maybe as low as around 100 runs on the board. The day certainly belongs to the KKR team, especially that of their top 3 batsmen. Just came out this morning and, well, it was a highlights reel, really. 23 odd sixes. 19, perhaps 20 odd fours. Shukla, Krishnan and Hagala. It was an onslaught of sorts, really. Back live. Hagala, so good with the bat, now is charged with the responsibility of the ball. Just Bakar. Not sure of how to pronounce your name, sorry, Just. But the next batter in for the Wombat team. Only having played a few matches by the looks of the stats, just 3. Used joining as captain Shirai Patmore. And the two of them just again put on a little partnership. They seem insignificant, but well, in the end it's gained practice for this team. This team starts wide. Patmore has a good look at it. perhaps questioning the umpire, but it was within the line. Slip still in place for the KKR team. Seeing most of perhaps the keeper saw as an opportunity for a run out, Patmore, but Patmore fully aware, had his back foot cemented behind the crease. Driven through the covers, this time finding the gap and struck beautifully for 4 runs. It's a good shot from Patmore. He's played the shot previously, but has managed to pick out a couple of fielders on both occasions. This time, he just dissects the fielders out there. And it's a pretty quick outfield. Moisture, but still runs along the carpet pretty well here at Sano. And Singh's been very accurate with his line length, and well, small error there from the KKR team. Something they probably can afford with such a massive total on the board, but I'm sure it'll still irk them. They want to keep their standards high. They'll want to continue to bowl out the Tokyo Wombat team. Got him, gone, bowled. Doesn't need to wait to see the finger go up for that one. Singh takes his first wicket. And well, he just played around it really. It was a straight one. And between bat and pad, takes out middle and off. With that wicket also falling in the 10th over with 1 ball remaining, the umpires have decided to take the 2-minute break. We'll join you back in a couple of minutes. So far, well, the plot is reading all towards KKR. 40 for 6. A sorry looking scorecard for the Wombats, and what looks to be a finish where they've come second. It all started at the top. Kobayashi falling cheaply for 1, Kato without scoring. Chan came and went, as did Shimizu without scoring. Nigel McKay formed a 30-run partnership with Shirai Patmore for his 10. Eust Poker has also come and gone. It's only been Alex Shirai Patmore who's had any resistance for the Wombat team. 4 runs, and understandably it's come from their captain, Shirai Patmore. Gets a full toss, and well, that's easy pickings for Alex. Picks the gap, executes well. Of course, only 9 wickets needed from KKR. Patmore's team, unfortunately, unable to field an 11. Oh, that's 4 runs again. Interesting, I can see 2 ropes out there, but it's consecutive falls for Patmore. Perhaps he's just thought this is the over to put the foot down, perhaps play more aggressively. Game without reach, really. 25 needed per over, but certainly Alex can play himself into some good form here. Mentioned earlier, I'm sure he'll be one of the team members making the trip across to South Korea in late September. A lot of T20 cricket coming up for Patmore with his team, so it's important for him that he performs, albeit in probably a losing cause. Sri Kumar is his fellow batsman, teammate, Patmore, coming down probably just to have a word of support, sharing the knowledge of the bowler, what he's doing. Gala has bowled well, he's getting good turn out of the ball, he's varying his speed. Just arms up here from Sri Kumar. Goes back to late David, but luckily misses out. Exclamation from the team, but just passing past the bat handle. Patmore goes aerial, and he goes aerial through the cover region for 4 runs. Great shot. Yeah, you just wonder since that break, Patmore's come out with the intent of being a bit more aggressive. He's going after some bowlers here. It's a lovely shot. Confidence of going aerial over the cover fielder, splitting the sweeper. This time he goes onside to long on. Lav Singh much prefer bowling at the other end. Sri Kumar has played 37 matches, I see. He's played also for the Wombats and the Falcons. Slashes at this and falls safely, but chance of a run out. A bit of a hesitation and taking off. Patmore thumbs up though, happy with the call in the end. Change of field to the left-hander. More defensive field too. Cover out at long off on the boundary and cover, deep cover, long on. Singh now has a go short there. Yeah, Vinay Ayers brought in another fielder. Sort of a 45-degree angle. Fully aware of the type of shots Shiroi Patmore enjoys playing. Very good cutter of the ball, late cut. Loves playing through the covers. Very good offside player. Also has the ability though to sweep and play fine. So what the bowler here, Singh, will be looking to do is just bowl in that off stump, fourth stump, fifth stump channel. Not being afraid to bowl a bit short of length as well. It's gone high, it's gone aerial, long on. Will not get there. Falls safely. "12 overs done here, 55 for 6. Half chance there. Gets a leading edge of Patmore. And there's been a good battle between him and Hagala. Trikuma has almost been called through from his partner Patmore, who perhaps was running for the danger, and hence good thinking from the KKR fielder, going for the bowler's end of the stumps. Trikuma was slower off the mark, as I say, reacting to Patmore's call. Did well, the youngster, listening, trusting his partner. Brilliant shot, this one from Patmore. Dragged out onto the onside, and looks like a good battle, as I say, between the bowler. Some friendly words been exchanged, I think, but Patmore winning this battle, getting to the pitch of the ball, big stride forward, and the impressive thing is picking out the execution. Patmore advances to 42 runs now. Hagala perhaps just taking a bit of time out of the game, making a field adjustment, or just driven. Half interested were his teammates in a run-out opportunity, but Patmore judges the run well, comfortably makes it home. Pulled, but not pulled hard well enough, sorry. It's been caught. another wicket. Wicket number 7 falls. And he actually he clears the front leg, does Srikumar, trying to hit over the mid-wicket area, opening at his arms. I want to say he probably got the bit of a high on the bat, a bit thick on the edge. It just didn't carry, it wasn't middled, and a comfortable catch for the KKR fielder. I'll confirm who that fielder was, but took it easily, and Spow's 7 wickets down here for the Tokyo Wombats. Just their sole contribution with the bat really coming through that of Alex Patmore. As expected, he often contributes to his team. Very good gloveman and strong batter in the Japan national side. Has been for a number of years. He's played some good key innings at times for his national team, and I imagine that's tenfold for the Wombats. Can he get his 50 in what will be a losing cause? Mathematically possible, but perhaps realistically impossible. Run rate required 31. Other goals for the team: can they get through to 100 runs? Can they post a bit more? Well, a lot will depend on captain. 6 to be Aaron Regan, who's come in at number 9. Appeal and given, gone, and he's gonna have to go. It's a first ball golden. Perhaps thought he was might have gone down leg, but I'm pretty sure that's a good decision from the umpire. It would have gone on to hit leg stump. And the misery continues for the Wombats. Patmore stranded at the non-striker's end. Looks beyond. Sees yet another teammate make his way out to the middle. Played back defensively from Patmore. Looks to be Joe Lewis, the new batter out for the team, coming in out at number 10. And pulled. Lovely shot, 4 runs. Another example of Patmore's skill. And array of shots. This one just short for Ratnam. Patmore climbs into it. Well dispatched, and another 4. Patmore's total now up to 47. Goes for the reverse sweep this time. Gets it, but fielder out there. Fielding at a very squarish third man. So it's amazing the difference one fielder can make. Seems to be a few gaps out there for the Wombat batsman. In contrast, KKR. Oh, inside edge, the French cut, but there's cover there, so it just cost the team one. Yeah, in contrast, the KKR team, well, they only had up against 10 in the field, but they found gap after gap after gap. A considerable total, 291. At the break, I was unable to find the statistics regarding the history of Japan cricket, but certainly one of the highest scores, surely. Joe Lewis on strike, first delivery, defends. The job for Joe, well, I'd probably say his captain through to 50, stay out there. $68 for 8, Tokyo Wombats. Bangs this one in short to finish the over. Just 6 remaining here at Sano. Two wickets. Well, KKR will be looking to finish it before they bowl another 6 overs. They'll want to finish this game off and get their run rate, supercharge it. Whatever the result over these next 6 overs, it's going to be a big net run rate gain for their team. Patmore on 48 runs, the sole light in his team on the batting scorecard. Can he get to his 50? Oh, steps out forward of the wicket, anticipating perhaps premeditating shot. It was banged in short, got big on Patmore, and then he just looked to leave it alone. Again, it's short, but Patmore goes on the back foot, pummels it, and takes another single. His figure's now up to 49. Can Lewis get a single here, get his captain back on strike? Bowler almost sits down after bowling it, drags it down somewhat, wideish, but within the line. Lewis on strike, and he just plays defensively. Can understand that in the context of the game. The mathematical equation is impossible for the Wombats. Run rate required over 40. So what are the goals are there? Well, perhaps to get through to 100, 120 runs. Patmore to get a milestone 50. He's just one away. 5 overs to come here at Sano, and just 2 wickets remain for the Tokyo Wombat team. 222 required from just 30 balls. You don't often see that stat. And Patmore goes big. And there's a bit of a mix-up, but in the end, my eyes were on the ball. But surely they crossed for us. Perhaps they didn't even take the single. I think Patmore thought he'd hit it so well, it was going to result in 4 runs, but the fielder manages to get round and save it. No run taken. Reverse sweep. This time it's gone off the top edge. Falls safely. And interestingly enough, Patmore and Lewis don't scamper through for a single. So he continues to be straddled on 49 runs. Stranded. Is Alex Shidai Patmore? Perhaps 2 chances to take 50, perhaps this time. Full, hit, and caught for 49 runs, and wouldn't you know it, it's a low full toss, drags it across, but mid-wicket on the 30-yard circle, right on the edge of it, does enough just to jump, take it above his head for a good catch, and that is the end of the sole light in the batting lineup from the Wombats. Alex Shidai Patmore, he has to depart. He goes for 49 runs, 48 balls. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the match. The team fielding only 10 players from the Wombats with a 9 down. That is it. It's all over Red Rover. Victory, a huge one at that, goes to the Kawasaki Knight Riders. It's a victory of what, 221 runs. My God, that's going to look good on the net run rate equation. It was really all set up by 3 people coming from the Kawasaki Knight Rider team, and that was the Christian, Shukla, Hagala. The runs they amounted between them got the team up to 290. Huge total, and really one impossible for the Wombats to chase. Only two made it to double digits in the Wombat chase. That of Nigel McCade, his 10, and that also of Shidai Patmore, who probably deserved a 50 today. He played well, hitting 8 fours. Could so easily be a 50-run milestone, but nevertheless, it was always going to be a loss, and a heavy one at that. We hope you've enjoyed today's match. Do subscribe to Japan Cricket via the YouTube channel. We hope you've enjoyed via the fan code in the Indian subcontinent. We're across all social media platforms, Twitter, Instagram and Facebook. We hope you have enjoyed today's match. There is another match coming up, 2 p.m. local time, and that'll get underway in just over 50 minutes. We do hope you join us. Good afternoon.